Hey there, this is a demo to quickly show how Devika works to make, find, and change work items in Azure DevOps. First, here's our backlog in Azure DevOps. Let's go across to our bot. I could actually go through these menus and one by one kind of get each detail of the bot, each detail of the work item I want to create. But instead, I can pass a lot of the details in a simple opening sentence. For example, I can say, make a new PBI called design user tracking, right? And I say that's for seeing how the user moves through the site, right? And a site or an application. So that goes up, and the bot comes back recognizing the name of the PBI and recognizing the type, the name of the work item and the type of the work item. It asks for a description, and I'll be here. Use various forms of telemetry to understand user behavior. I spell that badly for spite. All right. So it's a PBI. If you're familiar with Azure DevOps, PBIs can be containers for functionality and just goals related to your project. Now I might want to make a task or a bug attached to that particular PBI. So let's say one of my tasks is to add application insights, Azure application insights onto the PBI. I can do that by simply saying make a task called add application insights. So then it asks me what I want to accomplish. Again, it recognizes the task, recognizes the title or the name of the task. Now it's asking for a description, and in description I will say use page based. So these are real things that you might find yourself doing in an application. Monitoring features of Azure App Insights. So drop in that description. It's going to ask for one more thing, which is a parent ID. And we know that parent ID from just above. So we go ahead with this. And once those things are done, now remember I made a typo above when I said for the PBI, whose ID is 310. Let's go ahead and put this incorrectly spelled behavior. So now I can go ahead and simply say, after it confirmed it saved the results and attached a link to the PBI, to the task, we go ahead and say change. So here it's going to ask me for a work item that cannot be changed. What I'm going to flip the script a little bit. Instead of giving it a work item ID, let's pretend I forgot the work item ID. I can actually execute a find here, and in executing find, it's going to ask me for some detail. We currently support two kinds of searching, either by ID for details of a work item, or we can just give you like a fragment of the title. So in this case, we knew it involved users, so maybe I can just search for user. And it's going to go ahead and see if it can find work items with user in the title. And it found one, so I'll say, yeah, that's the one I was looking for. And now, since it got the work item ID, we can go ahead and pass in a property, which in this case is description. That's the property we want. That's the property we want to change. And having that property, we can go ahead and specify the new description